So welcome back to yet another video on Prep Insta, and this time we are going to talk about Hexaware recruitment process for the year 2024. Yes, you heard that right. Hexaware is announced and we are going to talk about its recruitment process, but don't worry, we are going to quickly come up with a preparation video or a syllabus video and so on and so forth only for your preparations. Alright, so for this video, let's talk about the recruitment process and do not delay any further. Let's begin. So before that, let me just quickly give you this notice that if you're not connected with us on our social media handles, make sure you connect with us on our Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn and Telegram so that you do not miss any update, any opportunity or any hiring update from our end so that you get placed in your dream company. Alright, so make sure you're connected with us on all of our social media handles. On Instagram, we provide right updates. On WhatsApp, you get the application link, and on Discord, we have a quick mentor-student interaction so that there's no mediator and you can directly come to us and get all your queries resolved. On LinkedIn, yes, we have a great community which serves us and the students to get placed in their dream companies. So yes, make sure you connect with us on all of our social media handles. We'll be glad to be a part of your placement journey. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. You're watching this particular video on YouTube and it's going to help us, motivate us to bring up new content, bring up fresh content and better content only and only for our audiences so that you know what to prepare, how to prepare and how to get placed in your dream company. Yes, I say dream company a lot of times because it's a dream to get placed, ours as well as yours. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because we are going to come live, push newer videos only for you this placement season. Alright, moving forward, a win-win situation coming up for the viewers and for us. The top 3 commenters on this video are going to get a free Prep Insta Prime access. Yes, you heard that right. You're going to get a free Prep Insta Prime access if you're one of the 3 top commenters. So yes, start brainstorming. You can comment anything and everything you want to in the comment section below. If you have newer query, if you want a new video on any subject, on any company, do let us know and we'll come up with that. Alright, so here we have the Hexaware recruitment process. Before we start off with the actual process, let me just quickly inform you that Hexaware hires for 2 particular roles, which is GET and Pget. So it's graduate engineer trainee and postgraduate engineer trainee. Alright, the recruitment process for both of these roles is not very different but quite similar, which we are going to discuss. Let's quickly take a look into the actual recruitment process that they have. So for the GET role, they have aptitude plus technical round. So this is the first round that they have. Alright. Then they have the communication assessment round or the communication round. This is the second round. And finally, they have the third round, which is the interview round for the graduate engineer trainee role. Right? And for the second profile, which is the postgraduate engineer trainee, we have the aptitude plus technical round. Yes. So this is going to be the first round. The second is the coding round. Now this is the additional round that we have for Pget. Alright. So you're not going to get coding for the first role, but yes, you will have to go through a coding round for the second role. Alright. And then again, it follows the same pattern. We have a communication round and then we have the interview round. Alright, so there are 3 rounds for GET and then there are 4 rounds for Pget. Alright, I hope that's clear to all of you. We are going to deep dive into each of these sections and I'll tell you what you have to prepare and what you have to actually take care of when you are sitting for this particular examination. Alright, so let's begin with the recruitment process for the GET role. Alright, so let's start off with the section division. So there are 2 rounds. Alright, the first is round 1, which is the aptitude plus domain and technical test. Alright, so for the aptitude test, you have a total of 45 questions. And for the domain or technical part, you have 30 questions. Alright, the time limit is 45 questions and the 45 minutes and 30 minutes. So you have 1 minute for each question for both aptitude and domain and technical round. Alright, so that's round 1 for you for the GET role. And for the second round, what do you have? You have the communication test. Alright, so you have 67 questions for 45 minutes. Alright, I hope I'm clear on that. So 67 questions for the communication assessment round and you have 45 minutes. So communication assessment round, it talks about the reading skills, the listening skills, the speaking skills and so on. So you're going to get quick questions, quick 5 to 10 seconds question and you will not be needing more than that to answer this particular round. Hence you have 45 minutes. Alright, so a total of 45 plus 30 minutes. So you get a total of 120 minutes. Alright, I hope that's clear to you. Moving forward, now this was the recruitment process for the GET role, which has only 2 rounds. One is the aptitude and the second is the communication. Alright, moving forward with the PGET role, which is the postgraduate engineer trainee. So we have 3 rounds. Alright, so you have the coding round extra for the PGET role. So you have the first round as the aptitude and domain. It's completely similar to what is there in GET. You have 45 questions for 45 minutes in the aptitude round. You have 30 questions for 30 minutes in the domain and technical round. Alright. However, the difficulty level of the PGET questions will be a little higher, let's say 20% higher than what you will be getting in the GET role. Alright. I hope that's clear. A little higher difficulty level. So that was the first round. The second round that you have is the coding assessment. Now here you will be getting hands-on coding questions. You will be getting 2 questions for this particular round and total of 60 minutes, right? So let's say you can divide 30 minutes to each question, or you can have 45 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the difficulty level and your proficiency level. Alright, we are going to discuss about these subsections individually later in the video. So yes, stay with us, watch until the very end. Coming up next is the communication assessment round, and again we have 67 questions for 45 minutes, as same as the GET profile. Alright, again difficulty level can be a little higher than what you might be getting for the GET role. Alright, so that was the recruitment overall process for GET and PGET profile. Let's quickly move forward and dive into each of the subsections. Alright, so for the first section that we have, which is the aptitude and technical test for both GET and PGET rounds. Alright, so aptitude particularly includes 3 subsections, which is verbal ability, quantitative aptitude, and logical reasoning. Alright, the regular same thing which aptitude consists of. Alright, so you have 15 questions for each and 15 minutes for each subsection. Moving towards the domain round, you have pseudocode and computer fundamentals. So only 2 subsections are there for the domain technical part, and you have 15 questions each with 15 minutes each subsection. Alright, so 45 minutes together for the aptitude round and 30 minutes together for the domain and technical round. Alright, then what do we have? Okay, so we are going to dive into the aptitude in-depth division. Alright, we are going to talk about the in-depth division of the aptitude and the technical subsections. Let's talk about the numerical ability round, numerical ability subsection that will be included in the aptitude round. Okay, so let's talk about this. The topics that you are going to get is number systems, averages, ratio, proportion, equation, simplifications, probability, and all of the topics which are listed right before you. In case you want to practice the questions from these particular topics, what you can do is you can quickly come on to prepinsta.com, and on prepinsta.com we have a complete dashboard dedicated to Hexaware. And if you want to prepare the aptitude questions specifically, you can come down onto the preparation section that we have, and you can come onto the quant section and click on the start button and start appearing for the quizzes or the practice mocks. Same goes for the logical, verbal, and the domain based section. Alright, so that is what you will be getting for the numerical ability part. Let's talk about the reasoning ability or the logical reasoning area. Alright, so what do you have? You have basic logical reasoning questions such as blood relations, decision making, data sufficiency, syllogism, visual reasoning, and all of the topics that are listed right before you. If you again want to practice more questions from these topics, definitely come onto our prepinsta.com dashboard, or you can also come onto our Prepinsta Prime dashboard, and you have a complete dedicated course for Hexaware along with complete dedicated courses for the aptitude section. So you have multiple practice mocks. You can come practice and get yourself prepared completely for Hexaware placements. Alright, moving forward towards the verbal ability section, again you have multiple basic level verbal topics such as word completion, sentence arrangement, synonyms, antonyms, fill in the blanks, direct indirect speech, sentence improvement, error identification, and reading comprehensions as well. Yes, you have reading comprehension, so the difficulty level can be a little higher than the moderate ones. So again, practice mocks, come onto our prepinsta.com dashboard, or you can move on to our Prepinsta Prime as well. Alright, so that was all about the aptitude part. Let's move towards the technical part or the domain based part. Now for this you have 2 different subsections. First is pseudocode, which has 15 questions for 15 minutes, and then you have the computer fundamentals part, which is again 15 questions for 15 minutes. The difficulty level for the domain section is easy to medium, alright? So it ranges in the moderate level difficulty and not too high for the GET role, alright? Again, I'm telling you that for the GET role, the difficulty level maintains between easy to medium, and for the PGT role, it might go up to medium high, not very high, but definitely medium to medium high. Alright, and all of these topics that we're talking about, the aptitude, the domain, all of these imply to both the roles. Alright, there's no separate subdivision for each of these roles. Alright, now that was all about round 1 for the aptitude and technical part. Let's move towards the coding part, and this coding part comes only for the PGET profile. You have no coding assessment if you are sitting for the GET profile. Alright, total number of questions are 2 for a total of 60 minutes approximately. Given below the languages from which you can select, that is C, C++, Java and Python. So you can select to code onto these particular languages. So you can use C, C++, Java or Python. Alright, that was all about the coding section. Again, the difficulty level is going to be a little higher for the PGET profile, because this is the only round that comes additional in the entire recruitment process. Alright, moving towards the third round for the PGT profile, and the second round for the GT profile is the communication test. But before we talk about that, since we have talked about Prep Prime free access, let's quickly dive into the world of Prep Prime and see what you're actually getting for free, right? Isn't it something that you would be wanting to know, that what are you getting for free, even if it has everything that you need to get placed, right? Okay. So here what do you have is, we have the entire C, C++, Java and Python separate courses for you, which you can brush up and excel in if you want to set for this particular recruitment process, or whichever recruitment process you want to set for whichever company. We have separate skill section as well. Now what I was talking about was the entire aptitude section, right? So you have quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal GI and so on and so forth, if you want to successfully pass the entire aptitude round. Along with that, since we also have pseudocode and computer fundamentals, don't worry, we have got you covered there as well. So you can quickly come down and you have an entire pseudocode dedicated course as well, and computer fundamentals dedicated course as well, right? If you come in computer networks, operating system and so on. All right, so you're not going to miss out on any section if you prepare from Prep Prime. Along with that, it's not just for Hexaware, for any company, any whatsoever company, you can come and start your preparations from Prep Prime. Moving forward with our communication test. Alright, so this is the second round for GET and third round for PGET. You will be tested on the terms of listening skills, speaking skills and vocabulary. Again, so you can come on to aptitude part and brush yourself up on the verbal section to get a hang over the listening, speaking and the vocabulary skills. So you're going to get a couple of sentences which you need to listen and speak, a couple of sentences which they will be speaking and you will have to repeat, and a couple of sentences which will be having fill in the blanks and you will have to fill them up with your words. Alright, so that way you're going to be tested on listening, speaking and vocabulary skills. Alright, moving forward, so you're going to have 67 questions for this particular round, right? And you're going to have 45 minutes. That is what we've discussed at the start of the video itself. Alright, moving forward, okay, so we have finally come on to the important details. Let me give you a sneak peek. Okay, so we're going to do that later. Important details that you will need and you must be knowing if you are sitting for Hexaware round. Alright, and those important details are, there's going to be no negative marking for the entire test. Alright, so this is going to be a good situation for you, a holy grail for you, that even if you go wrong for particular questions or answers, you will not be negatively marked and you can take good advantage of it and save your scores there. Alright, next, it's a non-adaptive test, so your difficulty level will not be increasing with the right answer. It's going to be standard as they've set already. So year of passing out is 2024, as we already know. All rounds are elimination round. Now this has to be taken care of. Round 1 for aptitude and domain, round 2 for communication assessment or round 2 of coding for PGET, and communication assessment round. All of these rounds are elimination rounds, so you have to be very careful when you are answering the questions. Alright, the registrations will be done via Superset, so you have to be a Superset registered user in order to register for this particular drive, and The package for GET role is 4 LPA and the package for the PGET role is 6 LPA. Alright, so definitely that is the reason why the difficulty level will be little less in GET and little higher in PGET. Alright, so that were all the information that we needed to provide you. Now let's talk about the interview process, because be very careful and be very sure that none of the recruitment processes are complete without the interview, right? Interview has to be the deciding round and you have to prepare for that very, very well. And you are going to get both technical and HR interview in this particular round. So we have a complete technical and HR interview preparation material as well for you. So we have an entire HR prep course for you, all right, which you can go and check all of the questions. We have situational questions, generic questions, personality based question, and so on, which is going to prepare you for each and every question that can be asked to you in your interviews. Along with that, make sure you have good number of projects and skills in your resume so that you can sufficient the entire technical round. So we have good number of projects here only and only for you. You can take a look here. Try to create your own projects by getting inspired from these, and make sure that you have them in your resume as well. It's going to increase your candidature by, like, in comparison to the students who do not have any projects in their resume. All right, so that is going to help you to get your resume shortlisted and yourself shortlisted than the other students. Alright, so that was all about the Hexaware recruitment process. Don't forget to connect with us on our social media handles, which is Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, and Telegram. You can come onto our Instagram page from here itself. You can come onto prepinsta.com/Instagram. Look for your particular batch here, and you'll be redirected towards our Instagram pages for your batch here, and you can follow that to get regular updates on the latest hirings and drives and preparation material as well. Alright, along with that, you should also be connected with us on our WhatsApp groups, because we provide links over there, application links, and all the latest hirings on our WhatsApp groups as well. So make sure you connect with us, join our WhatsApp group to whichever batch you belong to, and let us be a part of your placement journey. Alright. Yes, that was all about Hexaware pattern. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you're watching this video on YouTube, and we are going to drop multiple videos only for Hexaware and much other companies that will be hiring very soon in this placement season. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we come up on your screen. Alright, thank you so much. Also, top 3 commenters on this video will be getting a free PrepInsta Prime access, and we have dove into the world of PrepInsta Prime. It's going to be a great experience for your learning and placement. So make sure you be a part of it as well. You can use the coupon code YouTube to get extra discounts on the purchase prices, and yes, it's going to help you out and be a fruitful decision for your career. Alright, thank you so much for watching this particular video. We are going to come soon with newer portions, newer videos, newer information for you. You can drop your queries in the comment section below of whatever companies you want to prepare for, and we'll make sure that we come up with a new video for you. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.